Hey, in this video, I'm going to show you how to clone one of my high-ticket affiliate marketing funnels. Now, I believe this funnel and email sequence was a game changer for me because I struggled to get leads and sales before. But after Brian shared this funnel with me, I started getting high-ticket commissions soon after. Now, I can't promise you that you'll get the same results because you will need to put some work in. But this funnel has produced great results for me. This is meant to be a head start for you, an opportunity for you to cut out some of the work on the front end so you can get started promoting high ticket affiliate marketing program like Legendary Marketer as fast as possible. It's nice if you're an absolute beginner to simply have a framework to pretty much help you get started. Now, I'll let Brian take you through the setup, but if you do have any questions or you need help along the way, feel free to reach out to me. So without taking up any more time, here's Brian.
You should be on a page that looks something like this, and you're actually watching the video that is being recorded right now, and will go in place of this placeholder video. So I'm going to run you through the steps of getting this launched, and below this video you will see some different buttons that will take you to the appropriate places that you need to go in order to get started. So Legendary Marketer is my #1 affiliate partner. They are a high-ticket program that allows you to make up to $1,300 or $1,350 per sale if people go on to buy some particular products. It converts really well, and it has a great community, so it's a great product to promote. Now, if you are going to partner with them, the first thing you want to do is actually start their 15-day online business builder challenge. This is the first step in actually becoming an approved affiliate for them. Now, what I recommend is when you go through this challenge, actually take notes so you can remember what you learned. And the reason that's important is because when it comes time to create content, by sharing some of the cool things that you learn in here, you're going to automatically pique people's interests. So they're going to be more likely to go purchase the products that you're recommending. But also it's going to help attract the right people. So if you just click on the black button below this video to get started, it will take you over to a checkout page. And for just $7, you can start with the 15-day business builder challenge. Now, the pro tip here is as you're going through this, once you get started, schedule your appointment with your business plan advisor as soon as possible, because that's an important step of actually getting the rest of the challenge unlocked. And you will do that, I believe, on day 3. And that getting the rest of the challenge unlocked is obviously an important part of becoming an approved affiliate. And you can see the 15-day business builder challenge will be inside Legendary Marketer. It will look like this, and you can see everybody goes through it. I've gone through and unlocked every single day when I became an affiliate as well. So after that's done, or while you're doing that, actually, the other thing you can do is actually create your Systemeio account. Now, System is a software that will not only host your website, which is important because that's, of course, that's where you're going to send your traffic to, first of all. That's where you're also going to collect emails. But also this does a lot in pre-framing your leads so they're receptive to buying the product that you are going to be promoting, which will be Legendary Marketer in this case. The cool thing about System is not only is it free to start, which is great, not only can you one-click import the funnel that I built for you and the automated follow-up sequence, but the other cool thing is it's all in one, meaning your website's going to be hosted in here and you can manage your emails in here as well, so that's great. After you get your account set up, the steps 3 and 4 you can do at the same time, and basically what you're going to do is you're going to one-click import your funnel by clicking this blue button. Just make sure you're logged into your Systemeio account. When you click this button, it'll actually pull the website right into your funnel, and I'll show you how that looks in just a moment. And then you can also import the email campaign, which is the automated email sequence. When you click this, it'll automatically import that into the account. And you're just going to have to make a couple of changes on both of these things. So let's see where I'm at. Right here. Okay, so now you're going to see a couple of tabs up here. You're going to see this funnels tab, which if you click on that, will show you all the funnels that you've imported. I have both the Legendary Marketer one, which you're working on right now, and the 90-minute affiliate challenge and affiliate escape plan funnel, which you can use if you're going to promote that program. Over on the emails tab, if you hover over that and go down to campaigns, that's where you're going to see your automated email sequences. I currently have 8 emails for AEP in the 90-minute affiliate challenge and 7 emails for Legendary Marketer. Once again, these are all pre-written for you. The appropriate time when you should send these out is all set up inside the campaigns. You'll just have to make a couple of changes and, most importantly, add your affiliate links in here so you can get credit for the sales. But once again, I'm going to show you all that right now. So after you have those imported, the next thing you might want to do is actually make sure your account is up, configured properly. Before we start changing anything, it's best to get this out of the way first. And if you hover over this icon here, which may or may not have your picture, you're going to see this settings tab, okay? If you click on that settings tab, it's going to take you to this window right here. Now on this dashboard, this is obviously where you can add your name and email address, or your physical address and all that stuff. But there's also two tabs you might want to configure here. The first one is under custom domains. If you want to add a custom domain to your website, right? So like if you want your website to be on yourname.com, this is where you would do that. And in order to figure out how to do that, the best thing to do is just simply Google or do a Google search for something like how to add a custom domain to your System.io account. And you'll get to this page, which will walk you through the process. And they're going to do a much better job of explaining it than I could. The other thing you can do is if you just want to use the subdomain, right? You don't want to actually go purchase your domain. You're totally cool sending people to a domain that looks just like this, which is fine. You can use this, but if you want to edit this, maybe you want to change your username, which will be this portion of the domain. This is where you can do that as well. You just edit the subdomain name and you can update it. It will still be on System.io, but you can change this to whatever you want. And once again, you want to get that out of the way first, because if you change it, all your other links will then not be active, right? The other thing you might want to do is actually go to your mailing settings tab here, and this is where you can add a professional email address. All right, so once again, they have tutorials which will walk you through the process if you want to do this. And the reason that's important is because when you signed up, whatever your sender address is going to be the email address that you signed up with by default. So maybe use something like Gmail. Well, while Gmail email addresses will deliver System.io emails, it is best practices or a best practice to actually use a professional email address. If you do not have one, you can create one using something like G Suite or whatever it's called nowadays, Google Workplace. Just Google something like how to get a professional email address with Google, and when you have that, you can go back to this tab and actually update your sender email address so you have that professional email. Of course, this is going to look more professional to your leads that you're mailing, but also this can help with deliverability. So when you're ready, it's highly recommended that you do that. Also, if you want to add a footer that goes onto all your emails, say you want to add something like an affiliate disclaimer, you can do that right here, and then it'll be populated on all your emails. So once those two things are in order, you want to go back and actually start setting up or configuring your funnels. So we're going to do the funnel and the email campaign just to make a few minor modifications. So under funnels here, let's go back to the Legendary Marketer Share Funnel because that's the one we're working with right now. And what you're going to see is this is a 2-page funnel. The first page is called the squeeze page. This is where we're going to send all of our traffic. And this is where we're going to actually collect the emails. When people submit their email address, it will automatically forward them over to the second page, which is the bridge page. This is where you're going to shoot a short video that pre-frames them and introduces them to the Legendary Marketer opportunity. So we'll cover both of those right now. So this is what the editor will look like for the first page. So let's go ahead and look at the squeeze page here. What you might want to do is just simply edit this part right here, which is the extension. And it's probably a bunch of random letters or numbers right now. Some people find that if you do leave that as is, you can actually get a 404 error page when people actually click on this link, which you can copy right there. This little button right here is how you copy your entire URL. You can see if I go ahead and paste this in the new window, it should go to a funnel that looks just like this. But if you're having trouble, if you're getting a 404, or if you just want to make this look prettier, this is where you want to change this right now. You can make it anything you want. You can make it legendary. You can make it 15-day challenge. You can make it home. It doesn't really matter. I think you can probably even get rid of it completely, and it'll automatically send people to the home page when they enter the default URL. But regardless, you want to do that up front, because if you change it later, then all your previous links will once again be broken. So I just changed mine to legendary. Now what we want to do is actually edit the funnel. So we go ahead and click on that little editor button right there, and it's going to look just like this. This can look a little bit different depending on how big your window is. So don't really worry too much about how it looks in here. What you really want to worry about is how it looks when you preview it live on the internet, so to speak, and you can see everything set up pretty good for you. So there's just a couple of changes that you want to make on here. So this is the button. This button is active. And what it's going to do, it should be set to show the pop-up, which I already configured for you. And that's where people are going to actually enter their email address. And if we just take a quick preview of this funnel, once again, you'll see when people go to this website, they're going to read this little short little introduction. And when they click Start Now, it's going to pop up this pop-up box where they can actually enter their email. And when they do enter their email, they're going to say Get Exclusive Ad Access, and it'll automatically forward them to the secondary page. Now, it didn't happen in this case because this is just a preview window. I'll show you how it all works in just a second. So that should all be pretty good for you there. What you want to do is obviously go down here and change my name to your name. You also want to add a picture of yourself as well. And the reason this is important is because when you're sending people to this page from social media, you want them to know that they're still in your ecosystem. You didn't just like direct link them or push them off to somebody else. It's like, it's still me. Everything's still cool. And this is going to get people to be more receptive to following through, because if they clicked on your link from social media, they probably trust you a little bit. So they're like, okay, I'm feeling good about this person. So to add your picture here, it's really simple. Just go ahead and hover over it. You can click this gear icon. And what it's going to do is going to pop up this window right here. Just delete that image right there. Go ahead and click this to upload one. You can drag and drop it from your computer. You can see I already have images in here. So if I were to use, let's say, this image right here, and just go ahead and insert that, you can see my picture will populate right there. But since this is the actual share funnel that everybody gets, let's go ahead and make sure I can find this. I'll go ahead and make that back to how it was. Anytime you make adjustments, you can go ahead and click Save Changes. If for some reason you put this in here and your picture looks way too big or something, you can actually adjust the image size by using this slider. You can make it bigger or smaller if you think that'll look a little bit better. You could probably leave this if you want. You can also update your bio a little bit if you want as well, but I wouldn't worry too much about it. Down here is just a synopsis of what they're going to get, because people generally don't read a whole lot. So this is like, oh, cool. This is the exact framework that has allowed countless men and women to create a multiple six-figure affiliate marketing business in their spare time. Now, what you'll notice about this statement here is I don't have it say you created a six-figure business, because if you're watching this, maybe you haven't created a six-figure business yet. But the bottom line is what they're going to learn is they're going to learn training through Legendary Marketer, and Legendary Marketer training has created multiple six-figure affiliates a lot. You see this button is configured the same way down here as well. It's configured to show the pop-up. That's pretty much all you have to do on the first page. What you could do is go over to settings here. And if you scroll down here, if you want to have a social image, basically when you paste this link in somewhere like your Facebook comments, there might be an image that pops up. It might automatically default to your image. But if you want a specific image to pop up with that link, you're gonna upload that right here where it says social image, and that can be good if you're sharing it to Facebook or something like that, right? So that's pretty much it. Once again, always remember to save changes. Once you're done, give it a quick preview to make sure everything looks good, that you didn't add any extra boxes down here or anything like that. Everything's looking pretty sweet. So we're good to go. We click Save Changes one more time, and then you can go ahead and exit out of here. Now, once again, when people enter their email on that page, it's automatically going to go into your database of emails and start the actual campaign. But before we do that, we actually want to configure the bridge page, which is the secondary page. Now, I wouldn't worry too much about this URL because no one's going to be clicking on this. No one's going to be seeing this. They'll just automatically be forwarded to this page. Now, when we go ahead and edit this page, go to the same way. Go ahead and click on this button right here to get into the actual drag and drop page editor. Now, there's a few more changes on this one, but all in all, not too terribly difficult here. So once again, it might look a little bit different depending on how your window is configured, but the most important thing is that it looks good on the internet. You can see that when they click over, everything's in a good spot. The button here is what they call above the fold, meaning as soon as they get over to this page, they can see the button where they're supposed to click, so that's good. And you can see if it's dropped down to mobile size, same thing, the button's still right there on the page and highly visible. So that's really cool. You're going to see a lot of cool stuff on this, which includes some testimonials from people who went through Legendary Marketer that are already embedded, so you don't have to worry anything about that. I chose this younger woman and this older man because this is kind of polar opposites end of the spectrum, so to speak. So people can kind of see themselves in one of these two people. Pretty much everyone falls in between an old man and a young woman, right? So that's why those two were used. On this page, obviously you want to put your name right here, and you can just put your first name. That's not a problem. This is where you're going to actually embed or upload your short bridge page video. Now, this video is super important because once again, it pre-frames them and introduces them to the opportunity. So when they click on this button, which has your affiliate link, they're going to be like, okay, cool, I know where I'm going. And that's what we want people. We don't want any surprises. We want people to know what's happening here. So you can just shoot this video with your cell phone. You can do it selfie style. You can set up a tripod if you want. You can go to a studio, whatever you want to do. The most important thing is to actually get this thing done. And what you're going to notice here is that if you don't know what to say in this video, I actually have a script, access your bridge page video script right here. If you click on this, it's going to take you over to this document where you can actually just use this script, right? And you can pretty much use this word for word. Now, when you're recording this bridge page video, you probably don't want to look like you're reading, so you can do a couple of different things. If you're familiar with any video editors, you can kind of read this one paragraph at a time and then stitch them all together. Or you can get a general idea of what you want to say and then just one take it until you get it. Please keep in mind that this doesn't have to be perfect. If you basically paraphrase what's going on in here, you're going to be just fine, okay? So after that video is done, once again, you can do a couple of different things. The first thing, obviously, is you want to get this linked up to your website. So when people come to this website, they can actually see it. There's two different ways to do this. You can actually upload that video to your YouTube channel or create a new YouTube channel if you don't have one. Upload that as an unlisted video, not public, not private, just unlisted, so people can watch it, but it's not really searchable. If you want to do that, you just want to go ahead and collect your direct link there. And what you want to do is you want to go over to YouTube. I'm going to go ahead and copy this, paste this right there so I can find it again. And we'll see how this works. So let's say you go over to YouTube and you have your video listed. So you're going to go to your YouTube studio and you're going to find your unlisted videos. And let's see. This one is actually listed, but let's just assume it's unlisted. If we click on that, we want to copy this link right here. Now what you're going to see is if we go back into, let me get rid of some of these things so there's not so many tabs open. Now if we take that link and go ahead and paste it right here, you can see that will automatically populate that video. And if we save changes, and if we look at our website now live, you can see your bridge page video will be right there, right? Ready to watch. So that's really cool. And once again, basically what you're going to do is you're going to follow that script and you're going to tell people to click on this button, which takes people over to the Legendary Marketer video sales letter with your affiliate link. And we'll cover all that in just a second here. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and get that other video. Did I lose my page? I did. Shoot. All right, I'll find that video in just a minute. I'll get rid of that. The other thing you can do is if you want to actually host it on Systemeio, they allow you to do that. And the way you would do that is actually click on this video to edit it. And instead of the direct link, you can upload a file. You can actually upload your video, and it will actually be hosted right on Systemeio. So whichever way you want to do it is fine with me. Once that's up and running, the next thing you want to do is actually go ahead and make sure your affiliate links are embedded in both buttons. Remember, there's two buttons on this page. And the way you do that is you click on whichever one you want to edit. Make sure this says open URL, and this right here is where you want to paste your affiliate link. You want to delete my affiliate link and paste your affiliate link. Now it will show you where to get that particular affiliate link. If you log into the challenge here, or into Legendary Marketer, excuse me, if you go to account and affiliates and you go over here and you highlight affiliate links, go to the Business Builder Challenge Lite theme, which is the highest converting one, click on that. If you go to the affiliate links tab right here, this is where you're going to find your default affiliate link. And this is the one you're going to use for everything. So remember how to get to this link. If you want to track, like this will be like homepage. And then you can track each individual email if you want. Like if you want to know which emails are getting the clicks and how many people are going into the challenge right away, you can just add whatever tracking tag you want right there. Go ahead and click add. Now when you copy that and go ahead and go back to Systemeio and actually paste it, you can see this link will look just like this. And this will be your affiliate ID, which attributes the click to you. And this will be this part right here up to the numbers will be our affiliate ID. And this point right here will be the tracking code if you want to use that. And once again, you just want to paste that on both buttons so that when people click this button, you get credit for it, right? Always save changes when you're done editing something. Down here, you just want to update a little bit about you. And basically what you want to do is you can use most of what I've said here. But just here, go ahead and delete this, right? And then add 1 or 2 sentences that detail your personal struggles with finding a reliable way to make money online. So for example, it says, before I discovered what I'm about to share with you, I struggled to find my thing. I tried drop shipping. I tried to sell products on Etsy. I tried to do Amazon FBA. I couldn't find a side hustle that would allow me to do this in my spare time. You know, whatever you want to say, anything that you've done in the past, go ahead and put that right there. And then they'll go from that pain point to this pleasure or this payoff, where they'll see this sentence here or this paragraph where it says, luckily I knew in my heart I was going to find how to make money online, or die trying. That's when I discovered high-ticket affiliate marketing. So once again, this is all just getting them introduced and excited about the opportunity for high-ticket affiliate marketing and learning from Dave Sharp, right? So once you have those things done, this page is pretty much ready to go as well. So you'll just click Save Changes. Now, once again, as I showed you, when they click this button, they will be automatically forwarded over to Legendary Marketer with your affiliate link. Whoops. So what I want to do here is show you how this all works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my squeeze page or my homepage link. I'm going to go ahead and copy this. Now let's say we sent someone here from Facebook or TikTok or whatever. They're going to come to this page, which is all updated. It's got all the stuff we need. They're going to click on this button. They're going to enter their email, and they're going to say Get Exclusive Access. They're going to be automatically forwarded over to this page where they're going to watch that video, and you're going to tell them what to do next, and you're going to tell them to click on this button. Then they're going to go over to this video sales letter with your affiliate link, right? So that's the functionality of it all. So it's pretty cool. Now, once again, once they actually enter their email address, they're going to start the automated campaign. And this is the follow-up campaign to help increase conversion. So we need to make a few changes there. So what we do is we hover over emails and we go to campaigns. And what we want to do is we want to actually share edit the Legendary Marketer Share email campaign. So go ahead and click on that. Now, what you're going to see is they're going to receive 7 emails over the course of like 9 or 10 days. That 9 or 10 day window is pretty important because I found that my conversion window from people who buy the 15-day Business Builder Challenge, and then if they do upgrade to the blueprints, which is going to make you a majority of your money, which are great products, I highly recommend them. It happens in about 8 to 12 days. So this 9 or 10 day email sequence kind of keeps them motivated right to the point where they're ready to make a buy decision. And Legendary Marketer is going to work on that for you. Now, that's not to say you shouldn't continue to email your list after they get through the challenge, or the initial sequence here. But the most important thing is to have the sequence up, because this is when they're the most engaged. And that's why I wrote this for you. So you can see the first email will send 2 minutes. Like it's 2 minutes after they enter their email address on your page, they're going to start this campaign. And it's going to say, let me introduce myself. And this is important because we really want to make sure they get to know you. Now, you don't have to change the subject, but you do want to make sure the sender name and your email address, whichever one you're using, either Gmail or the professional email address, is good to go. Everything is looking good here. So if it's not right, make sure you go ahead and change these. Down here is where you can actually edit the email. So if you just click anywhere on this, it's going to take you into the email editor. Now, you can read through this at your own time here. But there's just a few changes that you need to make on every email. So you can see right here, I say, if you need to watch that again, and then you can see this link right here, and I tell you what to do. Link back to the sales page with affiliate link. So obviously the first thing you want to do is highlight this note to you. Just go ahead and delete that, right? So it looks like this. I'm going to go ahead and paste it back in there so it's there. And then anytime I have a link, you want to actually swap this out by clicking on it. And what you want to do is you want to actually delete my link, and you want to paste your affiliate link right there and then click save. So the way I would do that is I would Command V to paste my affiliate link right there, and then go ahead and click save. Right now, when they click on this link, it'll be your affiliate link. And once again, that's the affiliate link that you get by going to Account, Affiliates, Affiliate Links, Business Builder Challenge, or Business Challenge Light Theme, Affiliate Links right here. And this is where you could tag each email if you want. So I can add the email 1 tag and add that to the link so I can track which emails are getting the best results. If you want, you don't have to do that. The best thing to do is read through all these emails so that way you know where you're sending and look for any things that you need to change. Obviously, you want to add your name right there. Down here, what you want to do is share a quick story about being overworked or underpaid or something that you wanted to change. And this is going to create the bond with the prospect. Be like, well, I was working 60 hours a week and I hated it. Or I hated my boss and I didn't want to spend the rest of my life in a 9-to-5. Something simple like that. And then, try to find a picture of yourself on your job or something like this that really highlights, like, yeah, here's the crappy job that I had or whatever. Go ahead and obviously delete this note to you, and then you just want to upload your picture here. Having pictures in here really helps build the bond with your prospects, and it gets them more likely to buy. Just like on the other editor, if you just highlight and click on this, you can just upload whatever image you want right there. You can either upload a new one or use one if you already have one uploaded. The email continues to go on. It says, I was getting burnt out. I needed a solution, so I started over, switched my approach. Thankfully, I discovered a system that works, and that's obviously going to be affiliate marketing. Go ahead and delete this, and you want to add a second picture of you that shows you in a happier place. It can be as simple as you just sitting on your back deck or patio, having a cocktail, or swimming in your pool if you have one, or on vacation if you have a picture from a vacation. Or it could be you, I don't know, having lunch at your favorite restaurant. Or it can be you just like chilling with your kids, playing board games, or whatever it is to you that freedom means. And you want to go ahead and upload a picture of that right here. And that kind of is the journey that we want them to visualize, from something bad to something good. The email goes on, and it's pretty much all pre-written for you. You just want to go down here, obviously add your name at the end. And anytime you have a link here and here, you want to do the same thing. You want to actually just update your link. Oops, not right there. Right there. You want to update your link with your affiliate link on both of those, okay? And then when you're done, you go ahead and hit Save Changes. Obviously, go ahead and get out of there. And you want to do this for all of the emails, okay? You can save and send yourself a test email. It'll either say this email has been successfully sent, or it might say this email has been deferred. If it says that, do not panic, especially if it's in the first day or two. Because what they want to do is they want to check to make sure that you're not sending a bunch of spammy emails. So there's a waiting period, and you might notice that you do this and you don't see anything come to your test email address, and then like 12 hours later, all of a sudden it shows up. Well, once it shows up, that's when you know it's been green lighted. I have tested all these emails. Every single email that I've written to you has sent to me, so it should be good to go. Like I said, there might be a waiting period. If you're having trouble with one, just look for any kind of keywords that might trigger the spam filters, like affiliate marketing, make money, stuff like that. Side hustle might do it, and then just kind of switch them out a little bit. Remember, these emails don't have to be word for word. They're just pre-written with pretty good flow to help you get started. Once they are green lighted, you can see, as my example just showed you, it gets sent right away. So after you make sure everything is saved, you can go on to the next email. Email number 2 sends 4 hours later. The reason I do this and the reason this works really well is because a lot of times they'll be like at work or on their lunch break, or maybe they're sitting on the bus, or maybe they're at a stoplight and they scrolled on TikTok or whatever platform you're creating content on, and they're gonna be like, oh, here's this cool thing. I want to do this. I want to save this for later, but they don't have time to actually go through and watch your bridge page video, right? So what this email does is it gets them 4 hours later, like when they're home from work or whatever, or after they put the kids to bed, and it's like, hey, what do you think? And don't forget, you want to change all these things to make sure they're in line with whatever email address and name you're using. And then go ahead and edit the email here. So what'd you think? Did you watch the whole thing? And basically what we're just doing is reminding them that, hey, 4 hours ago, they were interested in this high-ticket affiliate marketing thing. Did they watch the video from Dave Sharp? I don't know, right? We just want to remind them because that's how quickly people forget, right? And so this email goes on. Maybe just read through it, make sure there's nothing that you need to change. And then down here, obviously, you want to add your name and look at this little PS here. If you need to watch the presentation by Dave so you can get started, go here and then here as well. These are the two places where you want to add your affiliate link, right? And once again, you're going to just add the same affiliate link I showed you earlier from the same place. You can add different tracking if you want, like email too, but it's all going to the same place. Everybody's going back to the sales page because we want to get them in the Business Builder Challenge. And if they've already been through the Business Builder Challenge, it's okay if we still send these emails because we want to encourage them to actually go through the challenge, because everybody can spend $7 for the most part, but not everybody can find the time to actually take action and watch the video. So that's why we continue to send these. Once those are updated, obviously save changes, exit. You can save and send yourself a test email, and you see that one's been sent successfully. So we're good there. Once again, don't panic if it doesn't happen right away, and don't just try to send it again and again and again, because that's going to overload the system and it can work with deliverability. So save it, send a test email once. If you get it right away, it's green lighted. If it says it's been deferred, just don't panic and just wait, okay? And then obviously want to send that. Day 3, this email talks about the most important day, and what we're trying to do here is get them to schedule their call with their advisor as quickly as possible, because sometimes they have a delay because they get a lot of people in there. So we want to let them get started with that. Obviously, update your name and email address. We're still linking back to the same place, though. But basically, you're making a few changes, and then here's where the PS when it says, hey, if you find that their schedule is full because so many folks are jumping in, I talked to Dave. He said, reach out at Legendary Support, Marketer Support, and request an appointment with the first available advisor. This is important because what this does is if they are assigned an advisor that is super busy, they might not be able to schedule their business plan advisor call until like a week out, and we want them to schedule that as quickly as possible, just like you should schedule that as quickly as possible. So we can say, hey, just reach out to support. Maybe they'll switch the advisor to someone who has more openings, right? And then obviously affiliate links down here. So these are all pretty much configured for exactly what like you want them. Save, send a test, save, and get out of there. Email 4, now we're shifting them over to wondering if like this whole legendary marketer thing is legit. And here's some social proof where Dave was on, Entrepreneur Magazine. So that's really powerful. It'll actually link directly to the article. That's major social proof. This is just an affiliate link again, another affiliate link, and you want to add your name and an affiliate link down here. And then, save and send yourself a test email. And that's, this is perfect. This email has been deferred. We're checking the quality of this email to an automatic alert. After this check has been done, all deferred messages will be delivered, right? So then you should see this email come through eventually, and once it does, it should be good to go. If you're finding trouble with this, it could be the link to the article. It could be some of the words used in here. Just try to modify it so you can get this sending. Proof, beginner-friendly business model works. This is where showing more social proof. What I did is I pulled screenshots from the Legendary Marketer dashboard, or the affiliate group, I should say, that really kind of they're saying the right things, right? So this is going to kind of overcome the doubts that people have in their mind, and they're making, oh man, other people are having success, maybe I can too. So you can just go ahead and use those that are already in there. Just swap out your name and affiliate links down there. Anytime, if you run into any trouble with any email deliverability, like there's not much I can do because I don't have access to this. So reach out to like systems support, right? They're the ones who can help you out with stuff like email deliverability, domain names, and stuff like that. This one talks about shiny object syndrome because this is about the time people start looking for new things. Right, this is about the time in the life, about a weekend, that people start looking for shiny objects. And this is a great email. I encourage you to read it. Basically, it tells them that they're going to go through emotional cycles of change. And in the beginning, they're going to have uninformed optimism. They don't know anything about affiliate marketing, so they think it's the greatest thing in the world. And they're going to get informed pessimism, where they're going to start learning things about affiliate marketing. They'll be like, oh, crap, I got to make a website and have an email autoresponder. And they're going to get like a little nervous, right? Because they have informed pessimism now. Now they know a little bit more about affiliate marketing, and like every business has some struggles. And then in this email, really what I talk about is after that, you hit the valley of despair. And this is where shiny object kicks in, where you're like, oh, it's never going to work. And then you go find something else that you know nothing about. And you have uninformed optimism again. And then the vicious cycle repeats. But this also motivates them. It says, hey, if you just keep going, right? If you learn more, if you keep going, eventually you're going to get informed optimism where it's like, hey, this is, a little bit more difficult than I thought it would be, but, I could probably do it. And then the only stage left after that is success. So this is a great email. Just remember to save your affiliate links in there. Let's go and save that. And the last email, and you can see these kind of go 2 days apart, 1 day apart, 1 day apart, after 2 days, after 2 days. How to get the best return on investment. And this is where we're straight up telling them, like, hey, here's why you might want to invest in yourself. And I have all these screenshots of people who have invested in the blueprints, and it shows how happy they are and why they did it, and has their own personal reasons. And hopefully this is going to motivate them to kind of take the next step, invest in the blueprints, and that's when you're going to earn the $1,000 to $1,300 commissions. Once again, you can still send them back to the 15-day business builder challenge, because maybe this will just motivate them to invest $7, right? We don't know. But either way, that's a good step. So just make sure that's all good, and you change your name. And then click changes, and now you're ready to go. That email address or that email series is set up. But before you go, there's one last thing you have to do. So let's go ahead and get out of here. What you have to actually do is you have to connect the two. Okay, because if your website, your funnel, right? If your funnel can't talk to your campaign, you got problems. Okay, and the way to do that is really simple in Systemeio. Go back to funnels. Go back to your legendary marketer share funnel. And what you want to do is you want to go over here to this tab where it says automation rules. Click on that. What we want to do is we want to add a rule. Okay, this is the automation rule that's going to allow the system to say, okay, cool, someone just entered their email on this page. Let's put them into this automated campaign, right? So what we want to do is we want to add a trigger first. Basically, what starts this automation rule? Well, when they are subscribed to a funnel step, right? When they enter their email on the first page, that's when we want this thing to happen. So we want to say funnel step form subscribed. Okay. Now we want to add an action. What happens when that trigger is triggered, I guess? So the action we want to add is we want to actually subscribe them to a campaign, because as soon as they enter their name on the website, name and email address, we want them to be added to the automated campaign that we just configured. So subscribe to a campaign. Over here is where you're going to find your campaigns. And if you've already imported both of them, then you're going to have two. If you just imported the legendary marketer campaign, you're only going to have one. But what you want to do is you want to select the appropriate campaign. And then we want to save rule. Okay, done. Now, everything's set up, right? Now, you want to copy your link and you want to start sending people to this website, because that's how you're going to make money. You're all set up. The conversion process is automated now. Maybe you're struggling with this and you're watching this video for a second time, but once you're done with it, you're done with it. Okay. Now it's all just about creating content. That's the fun part, and sending people to this page. If you do want to send like a broadcast email, right? This is how you send an email to everyone. Okay. What you can do here is, if you want, you can actually tag people. And I don't want you to get too overwhelmed by this, because this is kind of the next level stuff. But what you can do is that you can actually tag people when they finish your automated campaign, right? And what happens here is we don't want to send any newsletter emails to people while they're going through this campaign, because they are, this campaign is designed to take them through the journey to go buy, hopefully. Now, obviously not everyone's going to buy, but we want to get as many people as possible to buy. So what we can do is we can add a rule. And what we can do is we can create a rule where campaign completed, and then we want to select the campaign, and obviously that's the legendary marketer share email campaign. What do we want to have happen when they complete that, right? When they're done with that? Well, what we want is we want to add a tag. And we can just choose a tag, which I should have done this earlier, that we'll basically say, hey, these people are done with the campaign. And then when we create a newsletter, right, we will send it to people who are tagged with that, right? The way we add that, how do we add that? Tags. Over to contacts, go to tags, create a tag, and create like general. And what that'll mean is people are done with the campaign and they are ready to get general newsletter emails. And a newsletter email, once again, is just an email that you send on the fly. But we don't want to mess with people while they're in the automated sequence. So hopefully that makes sense. Once again, if this is going over your head, don't worry, you're done. Just start creating content and sending people to that. But what you can do then is go back to the automation rule, right? Create the rule. What happens when they completed a campaign? Which campaign? Legendary marketer. What do we want to do? We want to apply a tag. Which tag? The general. Go ahead and click Save Rule. Okay. Then when we send an email, we want to send a newsletter email. We create a newsletter email. Oops. We can use this editor here. Save it. Right. We're going to go send this email out. We can update this the same way we edit all the other emails. We can get rid of images if we want. Right. We can add images, drag and drop them wherever we want them to go. Right. But anyways, once this is done, go ahead and save changes. Now what we can do is we can actually send these people. You can either do this to people who registered over X number of days ago, but what we actually want to do is we want to send this to people who are tagged with general, right? Meaning they have already completed the automated campaign, but they could still benefit from hearing from us, right? So we want to include everyone who's there, right? And then we want to go ahead and after we send a test to ourselves and make sure everything's looking good, we want to save and schedule this newsletter. And you can send it at whatever time you want. You can send it like in 5 minutes. You can send it on Wednesday. You can send it on Friday or whatever, you know what I mean? And then just click, or you can just click send now. And this will send out to people who were tagged, which means they're already through the automated sequence. So cool. All right, well, you're good to go. Now the most important thing is to get out there and start taking action, right? Everything's done. Get your funnel set up. If you struggle, Google's your friend. Systemeio, their support is your friend as well. They obviously want you to be successful because they know if you're going to be successful, you'll keep your account active. And then as you get more emails and your business starts to grow, that's when you'll have to upgrade. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Reach out if you have any questions and get to work.